By sunrise, grief had become a force no army could contain. He mourned Patroclus, then prepared for vengeance. The armor that had hidden another hero would now reveal its true master. Word spread across the battlefield before he took a single step. Achilles had returned. Even the bravest Trojans felt the weight of his approach. One after another, the defenders gave way before his advance. Only Hector remained outside the gates of Troy. His family pleaded for him to return behind the walls. But Hector chose honor, even if it meant facing death. The battlefield fell silent as the two greatest heroes spoke. Their weapons would decide everything. For a heartbeat, even time seemed to stand still. Then Hector made the first move. Achilles answered with unmatched speed. Their bronze weapons echoed across the plain. Again and again, neither warrior yielded. But fate had already chosen its champion. One opening was all Achilles needed. The greatest defender of Troy had fallen. Victory brought Achilles no peace, only silence. Inside Troy, an entire city mourned its greatest defender. King Priam refused to let his son be remembered without honor. Under the cover of night, the old king entered the Greek camp alone. He knelt before the man who had slain his son. For a moment, enemies remembered they were fathers and sons. Achilles returned Hector's body with the honor it deserved. The war paused, but only for some brief days. Then one man imagined a victory no army could win by force. His idea would become the most famous deception in history. The wooden horse rose higher with every passing day. Hidden within its hollow body, Greece's finest warriors waited in silence. At dawn, the Greek fleet disappeared beyond the horizon. When the Trojans looked outside their gates, the battlefield was empty. Only one Greek remained behind. He claimed the horse was a sacred offering, never to be harmed. Not everyone believed his story. He warned, "Beware of Greeks, even when they bring gifts." But the warning was drowned by celebration. The gates of Troy opened, and destiny rolled inside. As darkness covered Troy, celebration replaced caution. One by one, the streets fell silent. Hidden inside the horse, the warriors waited for the perfect moment. At last, the commander gave the signal. The hidden door opened without a sound. The city's defenders never saw them coming. The gates that had resisted for 10 years were finally unlocked from within. Beyond the harbor, the Greek fleet returned beneath the cover of night. The gates swung open, and the war entered its final night. The fortress that had stood for generations was no longer secure. Before sunrise, Troy awoke to the sound it had feared for 10 long years. The battle was no longer outside the walls, it was inside the city. The mighty city that had defied kings began to fall. Yet even in defeat, one family carried hope into the future. Legend says their journey would one day inspire the founding of a new civilization. The greatest heroes of Greece would soon vanish into history, but their names would outlive every kingdom they fought for. For centuries, poets transformed their memories into immortal stories. Whether every detail happened or not, the legend never truly faded. Because some wars end, but the stories they leave behind become eternal.